Well, I don't hear the fucking eviction police yet. Fine, fine, fine. I'll do the thing. Although I did kind of ask for it, because without it, all this goddamn topsy-turvy in my fucking existence is going to drive me out of my goddamn freaking... Consternation. Excruciatingly so. That said, somebody recommended him to me my spirit animal. And I swear to God he is, because his life story lines up a lot with mine. Except I wasn't fighting demons. I'm not 8 foot fucking tall and have a 6 foot long freaking sword or something. Anyway, that being said, otherwise, yeah, very much my spirit animal. Because when his mom, his real mother, died giving birth to him in the story, in the manga. He was named Guts, because he was literally hanging from his mother's guts. Thus the name, Guts. Me, I almost killed my mother when she was giving birth to me. Hearing her tell a story of it, I was like, oh, Jesus, Mom. And then you had 2 more after me. Fuck. I mean, whatever else there is that's wrong with her, I love her to death. I'm grateful for her giving me life. No matter anything else, freaking, they don't make them like her anymore. Period. Everything else cast aside, of course. She has her own problems. But yeah, you know, I relate greatly to Guts. So, from the purgatory known as the Discord, alright, link in the description box down below if you give a fuck to know. Peekaboo requests. Guts rap. Lost It All Reborn by... I don't even know how the fuck to say that. Well, ask and you shall receive. And receive you shall. Alright, let's jump in, shall we? What kind of fresh hell are you sending me to, woman?
Fire deep inside me lingers to remind me I just live to fall. Yeah, I lost it all.
Isn't this supposed to be a rap? I thought it was supposed to be rap, not like pop punk. I'm a little confused. Alright, let's go. I mean, it's a good statement to say in the beginning. I concur. That's my goddamn life. But, isn't it supposed to be a rap? Maybe it's labeled wrong. I don't know. Pretty cool though.
I've been through a lot, but I don't say shit. Branded by the demons that I'm faced with. You're always on my mind, won't go away. I know I'm out of line, but please just stay. Murder on my mind, heart is racing. Problem after problem I've been chasing. We're running out of time, so don't be late. I became the man I knew you'd hate.
Absolute fucking facts. It's okay, I can swear. I'm never gonna get fucking monetized anyway. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? I'm not going anywhere. It's never gonna happen. So now I'm just here to have fun and choose violence every fucking time. If your force is not working, you're not using enough of it. Might does make right. That's the rules of existence. Anyway, that said, absolute facts. I made sure I became the man that you hated. Complete facts. All right, they do it. This is good. This is good. I like this. Okay, all right, all right, all right. I'll admit it. I like it. You're welcome, Sue. Wonder if it's a dude, actually. Because, I remember a song from, much younger when I was closer to a kid. And there was a song by someone wonderful and funny. He had a great sense of humor. And he sang a song about a boy named Sue. And his dad named him that to toughen him up, and at the end of the day, he had this heavy, hard journey because because he had a girl's name, and he swore to God when he met his dad, he'd give him the worst beating he ever had for naming him Sue. Oh shit, I'm probably telegraphing my actual age with that one. But yeah, for all I know, Peekaboo Sue could be a dude. You let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure they'll comment. Male or female. The fact that's got to be a question asked nowadays, whether or not someone's on the internet or not. What absolutely insane times we live in. Oh, shoot. Is that an Adam's apple I see? Ma'am! Anyway, they're probably going to laugh at me real hard and then make fun of me, probably. I encourage it. That said, absolute facts, alright? This is my fucking life. There's a lot of y'all that give a shit to know. I was raised a Democrat. I was raised a male feminist. Okay, under hippies. Well, one of them was a hippie. The other one was like Democrat, but like conservative, religious zealot Democrat. But he sometimes voted Republican because sometimes there was religion involved. So then he'd vote Republican. Yeah. Anyway, that's how I was raised. And then in the end of it all right, I was the manservant. I was the boy slave. I was the male, you know, that was subservient to my sisters, my older sisters, and my mother, of course, and all them things. Especially after the family split up. And I used to believe in such things as the left and leftism. This strikes a chord with me with that because I made sure I became the man that you hated. That's exactly what I said. What he said, right?
I became the man I knew you'd hate.
I became the man I knew you'd hate. Freaking facts, right? Because the opposite of them is actually good. All right, because on their side of stuff, they believe in baby murder, right? Some of my sisters have done such things. I didn't find out or have an inkling of it until later, but some of them have done such things. I had no idea. I had no idea I had potentially more nieces and nephews back in the day that they got rid of just cause, right? Absolutely fucked up in every way. Freaking evil. But yeah, and they believe in, kids being introduced to, sexual fantasies, even though kids can't consent. Very contradictory and hypocritical of them, right? They believe in everything bad, horrific, and evil, which is what leftism is. It's literally anti-Christ. So I believe when, in the Bible it talks about the Antichrist, I think it was speaking of leftism, the ideology. Makes a lot more sense in that way. Well, as I grew up, got older, went through struggles and shit of my own, and then I had all my sisters turn on me when I was the one that was in need of some help. And all I did was ask for reciprocity. And then I got all the average treatment of a dude, except the worst average treatment of a, Western male in the Western male world, all at fucking once. Betrayed on every level. I've been paid thousands out of my own pocket to help my sister win her custody case to keep one of my nieces back in the day. And then when I was needing help and I was going through divorce and I was homeless and living out of my car and truck, still having to go to work, I was still active duty military. Didn't have a choice. I couldn't report none of that shit to nobody, or I wouldn't be able to pay nothing off because they would have put me in the barracks. And then I would have ended up losing half my pay and all that. Absolute bullshit how they do that shit. Anyway, and so yeah, I had to be dishonest for years. I had to be homeless, still serving my country. I took showers in gyms or at other people's places, or I'd go to the barracks, use that excuse. Or the companies sometimes at different units in different places on different compounds. They had, they have like, it's like the equivalent of community showers, except it's for the company. So you could just go downstairs you know, or to the adjacent building in some places and take a shower. And that's what I used to do. I used to sometimes just, pretend like I was waiting until everybody else was off. And then I'd sleep in the fucking parking lot. Or in certain cases where they would try to check on your shit like that, I'd have to sleep basically in my vehicle right outside the gate somewhere. And then when I was in northern New York, right, I found part of like an abandoned warehouse complex. It wasn't too far from Post. And I just set up a tent in the corner of that abandoned building and everything and just, you know, fucking roughed it. My family wouldn't help. My sisters all united against me and accused me of everything under the fucking sun. Even though I was the one that put them through college. Well, I helped some of them finish their degrees too. Much good it did them. Paid for some of their legal shit. Took care of their kids when no one else will. I did all this shit for free. Just because I loved my family. And then as soon as I was broke and homeless and asked for help, they accused me of the R word. All in the same freaking year. They accused me of everything bad you could think of that could be done to them and to kids. My own nieces and nephews. Fucking bitches. And what's worse is that I was actually on deployment when they claimed all this shit had gone down. I still maintain all those records to this day. I wasn't even fucking there. Thankfully, they fucked up their own lying timelines. Because if I had told them anything about me going on mission, they probably would have known better. They're not stupid, evil, horrible, demonic people. Yeah, but stupid, not really. I got investigated upon my return. All right. I lost my job position, right? Because in the military, your job is soldier. That's your job. Your MOS is your job. But you also have another job, which is where you're placed, what your your position, your duty and obligations and responsibilities are. I got demoted because of that fucking investigation too. And I got moved units. Even though it, after like, because it took them around 6 months, because they're very thorough, CID and all of them. And they also assign like outside external, they also they also do stuff externally as well. And even though I was exonerated basically right off the bat, they still had to follow a certain procedure and protocol over a certain amount of time. So I lost pay. My career got set back by fucking years, which made it take longer for me to be able to pay shit off. This is around the first divorce. I moved units. I lost my team. Basically, I got shoved into fucking administrative and clerical positions. I even got my goddamn job taken away from me for a while. All because some bitches that were blood related to me didn't want to pay their brother back for shit. And my mom just washed her hands of the whole affair. All she did was say, I know you didn't do it. This is between you and them, essentially. Thanks, Mom. I mean, later, she was like, I told them all F off. I told them how horrible they were. And I'm like, yeah, well, I guess better late than never. But she's a feminist. She was a feminist too, so it just makes sense. And as I kept on going through such things over my long life so far, because I got railroaded in divorce, they gave me all the fucking debt and they gave her all the assets. All of my retirement savings, they gave it to her. All 700,000 plus. Just because female. Fucking. I could really use that money right now. But yeah. Absolutely. In the end, I became the entire opposite of all of them. And part of my journey in life would never have happened. I would have never woken up to the truth and the facts and had to directly face reality in its totality and realize the left was nothing but evil shit. I probably would not have realized exactly how shit was if that never happened to me. I'd still be living under the illusion and delusion that there's anything good about anything on the left at all. That was part of it. The rest of it was going, well, all over the world, traveling outside the USA, seeing what the effects of stuff like socialized healthcare and communism and socialism has, what all of that has done to every nation that it's ruled over. Just evil shit. If those two things didn't happen, right? Me traveling the world, fighting against evil directly, and then what happened with my sisters never happened, I would not have become one of those men that the left absolutely fucking hates. And that goes for feminists too. Because feminism is leftism for women. So everything you see bad about Western women today, all feminism. And it did that shit on purpose. So that said, absolute fucking bars.
Would you look at what you've done to me right now? Fucking up my head, can't seem to get you. What a tragedy, tragedy. It's what it had to be, had to be. Take everything away. I'll never fade that. Fire deep inside me lingers to remind me I just live to fall. Yeah, I lost it sick of the heartache, so sick of my enemies, sick of the crying. Why did we part ways? Cause I couldn't let it be. Fuck it, I'll let them see. I got the remedy. Purge every entity. If they keep meddling, I've been through hell, so I don't feel pain. Wishing me well, so you don't feel shame. I'm done.
Fucking bars! Wishing me well. So you don't feel shame. Fucking bars. It's so popular, right? I mean, think of every tragedy. What do most people do after every tragedy? What do most people do? After the public ones. Just think about the public ones. What do people do? What's the only thing they do? Thoughts and prayers. That's it. That's what most people do. Thoughts and prayers. You're welcome for me expending brain energy to come up with something to say so I don't feel bad about myself. Not doing shit. Absolute fucking bars. I gotta hear that shit again because it's so true. But yeah, that's your average.
They let it be. Fuck it, I'll let them see. I got the remedy. Purge every entity. If they keep meddling, I've been through hell, so I don't feel pain. Wishing me well, so you don't feel shame. I'm done. You were my family. You were my only hope. Now I'm numb. You couldn't stand me. My life's a lie, so now I just run. Whenever they hit me, I just feel rage. My heart weighs a ton. If life is a war, then I'd rather die, cause I never won. Fuck the lies that you told me. I'll just make a new path. I don't need you to hold me. I don't need you to ask. Never gave me a warning. You just took off your mask. I won't spend my time mourning. I'll fight the one I don't have.
Fucking bars! Bars! All the way, bars! I gotta hear that again. That's amazing. Wait, does this have closed captions? Because the text goes kind of fast. Then again, they're going very fast.
Oh no, no! You couldn't stand me, my life's a lie, so now I just run!
Absolute facts. Absolute. So many bars here. Where do I start? Just where? Where do I start? Fucking facts. Fucking facts. I've been through hell, so I don't feel pain. That's true to an extent. I still feel pain. But it's kind of dull. It's not hot and sharp like it used to be. Hell, my son freaks out half the time. Right? Because I'll do something and then I'll end up cutting myself or busting my hand or some shit. I don't notice at all. But he'll be like, dude, you're bleeding. And I'm like, where? And then he has to show me. Like after I got ran over in the parking lot, what was it, last month now? And I came home, I was kind of fucked up. Thankfully, I protected my head real good. But yeah, and then I didn't notice I was, all scuffed up and everything and bleeding and shit. Most of it's already pretty much healed. But yeah, freaking, and then my son was like, you're bleeding. And then my ex was like, oh my God, what happened? I was like, oh, I got ran over. Oh, shit. Luckily, the bike didn't take any damage. So it's still useful, thankfully. So if I eventually lose the fucking truck, I got something to get me around. It's healthier anyway. But yeah. Like I've said in another video, the only emotions I feel towards anything now really is for my son. That's it. Like recently when I had this latest, momentous catastrophe happen to me that I had to avert my fucking self. I'll never tell her. She'll never say thank you anyway. But yeah, that said, right? Even during this last time, I asked for help. I begged and pleaded with people. Let's just say my circle of friends is now much smaller. Much, much smaller. Now I can actually count them on two hands. That's just the facts. These are people I did everything for. I set them up in their fucking careers. Got some of them promoted ahead of peers. Right? Helped them take care of their families when they were struggling. I put their morale, health, and welfare above my own because that was my fucking job. I swore a creed and an oath, and I took them seriously. So fucking much for brotherhood. Now I know they're just enemies. You know how they say that bullshit like, oh, only a Sith deals in absolutes? You know what? I get it now. I truly do. If you are not with me, you are against me. There is no middle ground.
Wishing me well, so you don't feel shame. I'm done. You are my family, you are my only hope. Now I'm numb. You couldn't stand me, my life's a lie, so now I just run. Whenever they hit me, I just feel rage. My heart weighs a ton. If life is a war, then I'd rather die, cause I've never won.
If life is a war, then I'd rather die because I've never won. Absolute fucking facts. And I know I'm not alone in this. I may be an older man. Alright, I'm a retiree. I'm counted in the fucking boomer. I'm basically counted in the fucking boomers, essentially. Right? I'm counted in the boomers. You know that whole fucking thing like, okay, boomer? Well, I fucking hate them too. Absolutely so. And partly myself, because I also believed in the fucking system. To a degree. You know. Then again, it's only half our fault. The rest of it is on those who have controlled all the institutions all this fucking time. The leftists. McCarthy didn't go far enough, and they assassinated him for even trying. But yeah, we were lied to all our freaking lives. Just do this and do that and do this and do that, and everything will be hunky dory and a-okay. And just make sure that we keep being the ones that further the progress of love defeats hate and all that bullshit. Just talk your problems out. Oh, it's okay. Just keep giving us more power. We'll try again. When they were the ones that had it all along. Filthy fucking leftists. I cannot wait till it is legal to wipe them out. Because that would be half of Earth's entire problems wiped out, period. But yeah, it's easy to lie to others and convince them to buy into a system that benefits only you when you're the one who's holding all the authoritative positions of power within it. Academia, science, right? The arts, government. Say what you will about Republicans doing nothing, but I'll take do nothing fucking Republicans over Democrats any fucking day. And then once we sort out the Democrats, then we can deal with the useless fucking Republicans. Their turn can come next. We gotta deal with the immediate threat first. But abso-fucking-lutely. I know I'm not alone, young men. I know y'all feel the same. Shit, if I'm fucking struggling and I did everything goddamn right and I'm retired, I know it's gonna be 10 times worse for you. And it drives me goddamn insane. Because my son is one of you. If I see no way to ensure my son's future, then I'll ensure those who have taken his future have none. That is a promise. That being said, hashtag Salute Gen Z.
The life that you told me, I'll just make a new path. I don't need you to hold me, I don't need you to ask. Never gave me a warning, you just took off your mask. I won't spend my time mourning, I'll fight for what I don't have. What a tragedy, tragedy. It's what it had to be, had to be. Take everything away, I'll never finish. Fire deep inside me lingers to remind me I just live to fall. Yeah, I lost it Fire deep inside me lingers to remind me I just live to fall. Yeah, I lost it all.
Well, this was good. I probably ranted too fucking long for most people to like it. Oh well. You don't want to have your allies be average, freaking, wink, pathetic, do nothings anyway. You don't want useless people around you. Ever. That said, this is great. I might, you know what? I'll subscribe. I liked it. This is cool. Oh, fuck, it is too long. You know what? Nobody's watching this except Peekaboo Sue. Well, you're welcome, and answer my question, please. Are you M or F? Or are you MF? Who knows? That said, from the Discord, from Peekaboo Sue, Guts Rap, Lost It All from... I don't know how the fuck to say that. FabvL? 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 I don't know. They got a lot of subscribers, though. Maybe I should make AI stuff, too. Or whatever this is. That said, cool. Awesome. All right, you let me know in the comments down below. You know what time it is. Be good, be safe, make a good life for yourselves. I'll see you on the next one. I'm Better 7 Actual Formula Fetter and Blast Cat Badger. Thank you for the request and recommendation. Out.